Hello shrimp people, what's up? Today's video is all about a great beginner shrimp. For people who are just starting out in shrimp keeping and getting their feet wet, a hardy shrimp that's been around for a very long time, the red cherry shrimp. A Neocaridina species of shrimp. They are dwarf size, meaning they don't get much bigger than 1.5 inches at maturity. They also come in different grades. Grades meaning the quality of shrimp, the quality of color, the density of color, and the coverage on the whole body. So a cherry shrimp has pretty translucent red coverage on the body, while a sakura shrimp has more red covering the whole body with maybe a couple of transparent areas on the body. A fire red shrimp is a very vibrant red shrimp, full body coverage, and some color on the legs. A painted fire red, which is the highest quality of cherry shrimp, has a very thick color all over the body of the shrimp and on the legs. Lowest quality reds to highest quality, cherry would be the lowest and painted red would be the highest. The way that these different grades were achieved was over time they were selectively bred to increase the red coloration and the quality of the red over the whole body. Now these shrimp are very hardy. They tend to do really well in a tank as small as a 5-gallon to 20-gallon. If you're providing them with a high pH, that is ideal. Although they can tolerate and do fine in a slightly lower pH than mid-7s or slightly higher. It is just recommended to provide a pH and parameters where they will absolutely thrive. Now make sure your tank is fully cycled. The tank should be around 70 degrees. You don't need a heater for cherry shrimp because they are a cool water species, and if you're experiencing temperature drops in the evening below 7 degrees, don't worry. They're very versatile, and again, heater is not needed. You should provide moss and plants and some woods in your tank, as well as an Indian alma leaf is always suggested. Make sure you buy test kits in order to test your water for pH, GH, KH, TDS, and also while you're cycling, you will definitely need to test for ammonia, nitrite, and nitrates. Once your tank is fully cycled, it is safe to put your shrimp in the tank. Now these shrimp breed very quickly. They are prolific once you give them the right parameters and the right setup, and they also grow quickly. So I have had cherry shrimp that have went from newborn to young adult breeding age in 2 months. That's only 8 weeks before they're reproducing. They get a saddle right behind their head. It's called a saddle because it looks like a saddle, but what it actually is, if you look very closely, is tiny little unfertilized eggs. They look like little tiny balls all lumped together. When the female shrimp molts, the male shrimp start to frenzy around the tank and find her. Once they breed with her, they have fertilized the eggs, and the eggs will actually expand and travel down to her underbelly, where she'll keep those eggs for 20 to 30 days, depending on a lot of variables, but that's usually how long it takes. A suggestion for feeding them is that your tank is established and has a variety of biofilm. You can help encourage biofilm growth by providing leaf litter in your shrimp tank, a porous wood like chala wood. And when biofilm is not enough, we should be supplementing biofilm with other foods. Some suggested foods that they tend to really enjoy are snowflake food, mulberry leaves, bee pollen, as well as buying a quality commercial food is always a great thing to do.